Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. So today I'm in my lab and I am playing around with iodine. So I did a video for TikTok really quickly, but if you guys know, TikTok videos are only in like 1 minute or 3 minute increments. So it's very hard to explain everything over on TikTok. So I wanted to come over here on YouTube. I think I've done like one video on iodine before. And I wanted to just update everybody on iodine and show everybody on TikTok about iodine. So what I'm using today is I'm using Lugol's. Can you see that? Lugol's iodine, which is a potassium iodide. All right. So, and it's 2%. So what is iodine used for? You know, back in the day, your grandma used to use it on everything. If you got an owie, a cut, anything, it sanitizes everything. So it's great. But nowadays, iodine is more important than ever. It's one of the elements on the periodic table. And I've told you guys 100 times, if it's on the periodic table, chances are 99.9% that we need it in our bodies. And this is one of those elements that is absolutely, one of the minerals that is absolutely needed in our system in order to thrive. One of the first things that you're going to notice is if you have any problems with iodine issues, it's going to be brain fog. You're going to get very, forgetful. You can't remember words. You know, you might be playing a game or something and you can't remember. I remember one of the oddest ones for me was typewriter. Somebody showed me a typewriter and I'm like, yeah, that's and I just could not bring up the word, and it's pretty scary as you get older. I mean, this happened when I was pretty young, maybe in my 20s, but as you get older, it's pretty scary because, you start thinking, is this dementia or am I going to have, what's going on? So, it's a very serious issue, especially nowadays, because we have so much radiation coming at us, from our cell phones, 5G cell towers, everything, these smart gas meters, everything. We're constantly bombarded, our computers, our cell phones, everything, even those iPods that you put in, everything is constantly sending radiation towards us. And, even our oceans are just full of mercury and radiation and all sorts of stuff. So it's very important to take iodine because iodine is one of those elements that really affects especially female organs. Okay, your breasts love iodine, potassium iodide, your everything, your liver, your thyroid loves iodine because your thyroid does a lot of things and iodine needs that iodine to perform all those things that it needs to perform. So if you don't know what iodine is, it's actually, I always use glass in everything, okay, because it stains everything. I use a little pipette, and as you can see, it stains that, and I always put plastic down, and it has stained that. So I've already put some on my skin, and you can actually see where it has stained it. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see where it has stained my skin there too. Okay, there too. I put some on here. I've done this video 4 times and I keep screwing it up. So I've got all these iodine markers all over the place. All right, so why use iodine? Number one, like I said, the radiation. It stops the radiation. It stops all these chemicals from all these chemtrails that are coming down at us. It helps to eliminate all this stuff from our body, get all this stuff out. But one of the biggest things is bromide. Okay, so bromide it's in almost all the pastries that we consume, especially bread. Once upon a time, bread had iodine in it and so did milk. Well, they removed all that and now they put bromide in. And of course, you guessed it, iodine and bromide clash with each other in the body. So they compete for absorption. So if one is too high, the other one's going to be too low. So one of the best ways to find out about that is you want to get some potassium iodide. I sell it on my website. I'll put the link underneath the video. You get your potassium iodide and you put it on your skin, just like that, okay? So all you're gonna do is you're gonna take one little drop, just one little drop, and you're gonna put it on your skin. That stain should stay on my skin for a total of 24 hours. If it does not, it means that my body is iodine deficient. It needs that iodine, right? So the quicker it goes away, this is an indication that you have too much bromide in your system and not enough iodine. And the problem when you don't have enough iodine is A, the thyroid, but second of all is your liver. So a lot of people, what they're going to start to notice is that usually after 30 years old, I don't have any anymore, or I would show you, but they're these little tiny, they're called red cherry angiomas, okay? And it's just a little tiny lifted blood. They're tiny little dots, and it almost looks like little, blood thing. Like if you popped them, there would be little blood in there. And the reason for that is those start popping up when your iodine goes down and your bromide goes up. So this is definitely one of the first signs of over bromide issue in the body, okay? Bromide toxicity. When you start getting bromide issues, like I said, brain fog is going to be one of your first problems. But another thing is that bromide causes breathing issues. So, and it also causes problems with your eyesight. So you might start noticing like yellowing, especially on the sides of your eyes, or you're going to start noticing yellowing like on the sides of your mouth right here. God, I look beautiful today since I'm in my lab. I haven't done anything. Sorry. So, so you're going to start experiencing the brain fog, like I said, forgetting the words. It just feels like you're high, like, you're dealing with a hangover. Okay. That's what bromide feels like. It also affects your breathing. So if you can't take that nice deep breath, that's usually a bromide issue. And as I said, definitely your thyroid, inability to lose weight, all this stuff is bromide. And one of the easiest ways to see it is when you start getting those little red dots all over your skin. They can show up on your legs, your stomach, and everything else. But when bromide is that high in the body where you start getting these little, angiomas, is you're starting to have liver issues because your liver needs the iodine in order to be able to convert T3s and T4s and even function with the thyroid, right? So that's why they usually tell people if you have thyroid issues, it started in the liver. And sure enough, and it's because of this. So this stuff stains pretty bad. You want to start out, I usually use it on my thighs because of course, you're not going to walk around with stains all over you because people are going to sit there and go, what the heck is going on? So usually when you purchase iodine from me, the Lugol's iodine from me, it'll come with a sheet of paper on how to go upping the dosage, because you want to start with one drop on one leg and you want to keep increasing until you reach a 10 drop maintenance. And at that point, then you can switch over to internal iodine, right? Which is a liquid iodine, which I also sell on the website. Because I am an iodine freak, right? I really believe that iodine is so needed, especially males and females and those organs, prostates, ovaries, uteruses, breasts, all that stuff is just, it loves iodine. And when it doesn't get that iodine, you're going to start having issues. You're going to start having breast cancers. You're going to start seeing ovarian cancers and all sorts of stuff. So this is very important, especially, like I said, with all the radiation that's hitting us today. Bromide also comes in all sorts of forms. It comes in on, like I said, bread, pastries, anything that has that processed flour in it is going to have bromide in it. Another thing is swimming pools. They usually use chlorine and they use bromide gases in the swimming pool. So if your kids go swimming a lot, that's another issue. Another thing is, these people will get into their cars and they'll turn on their air conditioners and their heaters, and that plastic, believe it or not, has bromide gases in it, and you're breathing that stuff in, and that causes it. It's also in like furniture retardant. It's a fire retardant, and they spray it on, on sofas and all sorts of other, even clothing. When you see these clothing for little kids that sit there and says fire retardant, the pajamas are fire retardant. Yeah, it's fire retardant, all right. Your kid's not going to catch on fire, which the chances of, your child getting into a bedroom fire is like, 1 in 10,000. Whereas them wearing those pajamas with the bromide on it all the time is going to increase their chances of all sorts of other nastier stuff, along the way. So, I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Also, shellfish is loaded with bromide. So there's a few other things, and you can actually Google that, bromide toxicity, where it comes from, food high in bromide. So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is they have eliminated the iodine out of everything, and they have upped the bromide in everything. And there's a reason for that, because they know that iodine is such a disinfectant, right? It is an exceptional disinfectant. It kills parasites, it kills fungus, it kills bacteria, it kills everything in the body. It's exceptional, and it's something that we so need for the health of our lungs, our reproductive organs, and to keep this other nasty chemical out of our system. All right, so I hope this helps. Like I said, you can actually get the Lugol's iodine. I'll be putting a link below on my website. Once you have reached the 10 drop minimum, you can always switch over to the liquid iodine. A lot of the members on my private group, they know that, I am so adamant about those minerals, and this is one of the most important ones if you want your organs to function correctly, your thyroid, your liver. You want to keep those little red dots off your body, and you want your reproductive organs to work correctly. All right, so thank you for watching. Stay happy. I'm going to keep you healthy, and I've got more stuff to go mix in my laboratory. All right, talk to you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.